Hey Travis kiddos, happy Tuesday. Happy month of the military child, still rocking my purple. Let's do some math. So today we are going to review measurement and we are going to get into the chapter 16, numbers to 120. So again, we are slowing down this chapter and next chapter to really make sure you have that deep conceptual understanding. These are super important. So take your time with it. If you get a little behind or a little ahead, it's okay. It's all going to even out, right? So your work today in the textbook, if you want to access that online, I split this up a little bit, but you can be at your own pace. I think you should focus on the textbook, pages 182 to 189. You find that on Launchpad, your learning resources, Think Central, My Library, Student Edition, Grade 1, Volume B, and then to chapter 16 in the textbook. So, and then pages 182 to 189. A lot of steps there, but hopefully you're getting used to that. You can watch the Navigating Launchpad, the Must Do, May Do section. If you need some more support, I'll put that in the description. And if you want to do some workbook pages, I suggest pages 1 to 142. So counting to 120. So counting by tens and then ones. Counting and then recognizing the number. So just writing the number. This is the number word. Write the number. That's it. Also practicing counting again. So count by ones, count by fives, count by tens. Try twos if you want a challenge. And as I said yesterday, you can count by ones starting at 1, or you can choose a number. So if you want a number of the day today, to show that number in as many ways as you can, and to start counting, I suggest you use the number 45. So go for it. But I'm going to continue here with measurement. So I have a few lines on my board. Okay, we're going to measure them. Now you can use all different things to measure something. You could use a ruler and find out how many inches or centimeters it is, or feet. These aren't going to be much more than a foot. And then you can also use other objects. So I have chosen a couple of objects to measure each line. So first, I'm going to use a cube. Now it's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to pull down a little bit here so you can see. So measurement is tricky. I'm going to get a pen so that I can make a tick mark each time I have one full cube, because I want to be able to, I don't have all of them. I do have a bunch of cubes I could put together. Let me actually do it that way. That might be easier. I'm going to show you two different ways to measure. There we go. So I'm going to put together, still not long enough. Let me put a few more on. Almost there. Let me see. A few more. Pretty good. So I know it's white, but you can see my cubes are about, not exactly, but about as long as the line. So let me count out my cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's 16 cubes long. Now I don't have to always use cubes. I'm going to do all 3 of these with cubes first, then I will come back for something else. Okay, so 16 cubes for the top line. Let's see. This one is about 3 cubes. Let's see, is it 2 or 3? I think it's about 3. A little bit shorter than 3, but I will still call that about 3 cubes. And the last one, let's check that one out. Let's see. Not quite there. Let me add some more. So, it's about this many cubes. Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one's about 10 cubes long. Now, I'm going to measure these same 3 lines using a different type of measurement. I'm going to use a different unit. So my unit here, the first time I used cubes, right? That was my unit of measurement. Now I'm going to use a key. Now this one I don't have a bunch that I can link up. So this is how we measure with a key. I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to make a little tick mark at the end of that key. Okay, now you can see my tick mark. I'm going to start the key again there, so that I am doing another one. Let me make a little tick. Okay, pick up my key carefully and go again. So I'm going to keep going, making sure that my key starts at that tick mark. Make a new tick mark carefully. And so it's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So you could say 4 or 5 because it's kind of in between. So 4 keys. So I measured the same line using 2 different units of measurement, very different numbers, right? 16 and 4, very different because it depends on what size the unit is. So 4 keys long, 4.5. So you could say 4.5, 4.5. Next, my line. A little shorter than 1, but it's about 1 key long. Let me try the last one. So I'm going to measure. I know it's hard for you to see there. Measure and tick. Measure and tick. Measure. So it's almost 3 units long. So 3 keys. So different lines, I used the same unit of measurement first, then a different unit of measurement to show that the unit of measurement makes a really big difference when you're measuring something. Because if I ask you to measure something and you do it using your shoe and I use a cube, we're going to get very different numbers, right? So make sure whichever one you start with, make it consistent to get 1 number each time. If you want to try measuring something with different units of measurement, go for it. Use a ruler if you want to use inches or centimeters or feet. You find something in the house to use as a unit of measurement. But once you start measuring something, be consistent all the way to the end. And then you can compare the length of different things or compare the same thing with different units of measurement. Have fun with that. Have fun with the workbook and textbook pages. Keep counting. Have fun and happy learning.